Welcome friends. So today we'll again see a new project that is very important to us, followed by our previous video. In previous video we saw that how data can be sent to the Google Sheet. Now in this video we'll learn that how data can be read from Google Sheet. That means you have to receive the data from Google Sheet to MIT App Inventor. For that we have to make a database at Google Sheet, because if we learn these two things, then lots of things we can do. We can create a database in a Google Sheet, we can create a login system in a Google Sheet and everything. What can we do with a MySQL server? That all things can be possible in Google Sheet, believe me. So first we make a small database like a name and a phone. Let's suppose I write my name first. Something like so a small database we already. Now the main thing we have to learn that we have to give a access of this sheet to everyone, because in Google Sheet by default it is restricted for me or share. Okay, so first we have to save that name. I just name it Google Read. Now click on the share button. When you click on the share button, see, the by default it is a restricted, only people added can open with this link. You have to change that. See, now anyone with this link and press done. So that much access we have to give at Google Sheet. That is why I just show you how to create, because I know you people are very much capable to make a Google Sheet. Okay, now we move to our MIT App Inventor. Now start creating a new app and naming Read Google Sheet. Okay, so the new screen is coming. It is basically a very easy thing, nothing too much design, too much button, too much interface have to use. It is very easy one. So let's start to design that. Okay, so first we take a vertical arrangement and make it field parent. Width will be field parent, and we can do background color little bit light gray. Okay, now we take a button. And another thing we have to set that the alignment horizontal should be in center. Then whatever interface we use in vertical arrangement, then it comes to the middle and it looks good. So now move to the button again and name it Read All. Then it will be something big, center, and shape will be rounded, and text color we go for white, and the background color will go for dark gray. So now it's good, looks good. And now another thing we have to need, that is list view, because when we press this read all button, all the data is fetching from a Google Sheet, making a list, and it displayed at list view. So the list view setting we have to do again. We have to fill parent with fill parent and text color we do black, and background color we go for any light color. For that let's click on the yellow first and move to the custom, then you drag it to whatever color you want and do done. Okay. Now another thing you see here, one checkbox is there, show filter bar. Click on that. So the search list will be coming. If your database is too long, then this search option or filter option work properly. Suppose you search 1000 rupees, then whatever people got 1000 rupees, everyone's name will be shown over here. So it have a very good function. So click it, show filter bar. So now my design is almost complete. Just only one thing is needed, that is the connectivity web. It is a hidden element, so non-visible component list it it not shown in a screen. Now the main thing we have to do, that is the programming portion of that the app. So for that we move to the block section and see actually this is a app based thing. So we have to create an app in Google Sheet, and for that we need a URL to access that. So in Google Sheet, first we create a variable with naming, say URL, and the URL will be different part. The first part will be the app URL. From where we get, just give me time, I will show you. Then here we need ID. ID means the Google Sheet page ID, because from which page data should pick. Now we need the sheet name also. So for that we have to write ampersand sh. Now we have to fill those blank box. For that again we move to this Google Sheet, go to tools and click script editor. Click script editor. Okay. Now this app script will open. Now I have a programming, the function, the code that will be given in this description of this video or in my website also. You get from there. See, and this is the code. So you copy this code and paste it over here. This code will be given in my description box and as well as my website also. Now save this project. Now the main task to making these apps with this code, we have to deploy that as a web app. So click on the deploy, new deployment, select type, click on here app script. Now see another permission you have to give, that is only myself is shown. You have to give a permission to anyone can access this app. Now deploy. It will take some time because the app is creating, URL is generating, and now authorize access. So you have to give a permission again. So advance, allow. See, the app is created and here web app URL is given also. So copy it, move to your app inventor and in first place paste it. First task is completed. Now from where we get ID? Go to Google Sheet again. ID is a between of this d slash and slash edit, between the all the word we have to copy, and this is a ID between that only. Okay, so copy it and paste it. And sheet number we know, sheet name is shown over here. So rename it, Control C, that means copy that and paste it. Okay, so my first block is completed, that is creating the URL. Now we have to move to the next portion, that is when read all button pressed, then what will going to be. So go to the button, move here, button 1. Now at that place, actually we have to create something like that. We have to rename this button, then it will help you to. In this program we have only two things to control, but in lots of apps we have to use the lots of buttons and lots of others operator to use. So that is why better we rename it to button 1 to read all. Okay, so this is a good practice for making a Android app. So when read all click, do what to do? Set the web address. Set web URL. Set web 1 URL to what? Go to join again, and here whatever URL get global URL. And another thing we have to add, that is the apps we use, the function we have to call it. We have to call it. Which one? That one, read all. So we have to call it this function read all. See, here spelling is very vital. Here in read all, R is start with a capital, A is capital start with a capital. So the spelling should be correct. If it is mismatched, then our programming, our apps will not work properly. So here we have to call ampersand is equal to read all. Ampersand function equals to read all. So see, the first, why we join that, the first portion is calling this entire URL which we made over here, and along with that it added the function read all. Now we have to move to the next and the most important thing, that when the web got data, then what to do. So let's see what text. When we have got text, then what to do? Then we have to create two lists. So initialize to variable first. Suppose we name it data and create a empty list. Next, another variable taken, suppose naming read, and again it create a empty list. So two empty list we already created. Now this data will be set when we've got text. That time set global data to, the main thing we have to do now, we have to get list again. Yeah, now see list to CSV, list to that one, list from CSV table text. So we have to connect that. We have to find that. It will be available in list module. Now it will whatever response it got, it create a list of table and save it to global data. This instruction means like that. Now another thing we have to do, go to control and go select the for each item. It is a CSV format we receive. So CSV format means comma separated value. So every column value will be followed by a comma. So we have to break that number, comma, comma. That is why that block is taken for each item. Each item means for individual column, individual data. Now for each item of global data, whatever data it got, of global data, do one thing, make a new list, add item to list, add item to list, and here you can do, the first list will be the, actually it is a temporary we made, add item to list. Which list? In global read, which I take an empty list over here, and item will be select. Again we move to the list and find out a select list item with index. Why we use that? Because we have a lots of column. Which column data we need, we can specify it over here. So that is get item fixed with that, and go to the mat, and whatever number you given, that number data will be fetching or read or receipt. You may say anything. So now our project is almost completed, and now see it works or not. So before simulate that, we check the program once again, and I found some mistakes. So here one equal to sign needed, id equal to, that mistake is done, and another is When read all button click, we set the web URL but did not call it. So click on that, call web1 get. And another thing we did mistake, that is everything is set, but whatever element value is creating, that should be displayed in list view. So that block we have to add. So set list view element, set list view element to duplicate global read. Now it should display it. Yeah, see, the first column is coming. The first column, check with that name Shubham Dilip Roshan. So that is already shown here. We can check that, match with that. So everything is coming. Now something little bit change and see what happened. Now we give a index 2 and move over here. Now press read all again. See, now the phone number are displayed. See, the phone number are coming, whatever phone number. So this index is work, which column we have to select. Now if we want to display the both, that means the name as well as phone number, then what we have to do? We have to bring again a joint box, and first we join that with the number 1. Now we add some string. Okay. Now in first string we give a space. In second one we give separator. Now in third one we give another space. Now in fourth one we give the number 2 column. So something a little bit added. Now move to the Google Sheet and move to the emulator. Now click read all and check what will happen. See, name, phone number, Shubham, space, separator, space, the phone number is displayed. So whatever column you have in database, by this technique, using a separator and indexing that column number, then we can display, we can bring all the data from the Google Sheet. Hope this project will help you for further doing any project related to that. And please keep updating, please keep subscribe my channel. I will update regularly with a very new concept, new one project. Thank you.